What's good, everybody? It's your boy Enoch from 40S.
And Michael, and today we're here with Mr. Wave Montega.
What's poppin', man?
Yes, sir.
Thanks for being on set with us today. Yes, sir.
So just wanted to start it off. Listening to your music, we can hear a clear sound from what you have going on. How long did it take to kind of develop that sound?
I think it's an ongoing process, like it's never, I don't feel like you ever arrive. I feel like you might get to where you figured out your sound in this period of time, and then you'll change as a person, as an artist, and then you have to keep evolving, right? So, but yeah, I think it's a constant journey. But to your question, I feel like there's certain time periods you have to go through to actually learn your voice. Like my voice, for example, is super deep.
Yeah.
I used to hate my voice. I used to hate it because when I would play it back on like a recorder, it would just sound like beer muffle and vibration. So I tried to rap higher pitched or something like that when I was first starting out. But I started to understand the uniqueness of my voice, and then I kind of got used to it. I learned how to use it as an instrument, and I learned how to use it with how I rap.
Yes, sir.
To make it like I could say anything.
Yeah.
I could say a bar sitting on a couch and it would just sound hard because my voice is just so deep. I could say whatever and it just sounds like it's super grungy. It sounds like it just makes you get that feeling. So you have to learn what your tool is, or learn what your advantages, right? In a sense, and that's part of learning your sound.
Yes, sir.
So for me, that's pretty much. It took me, I would say, a couple years.
Yeah.
Probably 2018 to 2020, I accepted it, and then started to just evolve from there.
Right. Beautiful. As someone who's been on music video sets with you, you have a very, I want to say, cinematic feel to how you kind of want your videos to come out. And so if you would describe your music or your music videos in one type of genre or any genre, what would it be?
My music videos?
Videos or music in general?
My music in general? If my music was to be a genre, I think I'm pretty genreless. Primarily I'm a poet. Before I ever made a song or thought about making a song, I was a poet and I am a poet. So I think poetry and rap go kind of hand in hand.
Yes,
so
sir.
I would say obviously rap, but I do so many other things too. I sing. I do everything on music. I just do it what comes out. But at the end of the day, it's still Wave Montega, right?
Yes,
so
sir.
It's just whatever the vibe is. So I don't really classify it as a genre per se, but primarily in the range of anywhere from rap, doing fucking reggae. That's why I started calling me Wavas Clavas. Doing dancehall tunes and things, it's just whatever I feel like, for real.
100%. 100%. So a lot of artists claim their city, but you seem to embody yours. So what's a part of your hometown culture that you feel like you bring into your music, or you embody in your music?
I feel like Wave Montega, there's a lot of artists in the city there's very few artists in the city that I feel like are authentically, there's a lot of Toronto artists, for example, who they'll rap and they'll put on this fake American accent, or they'll just talk their idiot cat nonsense, and I feel like Wave Montega is an authentic version of somebody who's from the city
100%.
and stays true to the sound of the city while telling authentic stories about what he's been through in the city.
100%.
Right? So it's for people, there's people who make good music or who, whatever the case is, but when it comes to somebody who you can look at, hear, talk, see how they move, and that's a person who's from the city, but who makes music on a high level, I feel like there's only few people in the city that you could say can do that.
Really do that.
You know what I mean? If that makes
It makes
sense.
sense though.
Yeah. Like for example, me and Trey Mission are working on a joint album,
Okay.
and that's like a big link up. So it's like, for me, it's a big link up. One, because Trey's a GOAT. Two, because I feel like us two are two niggas who are like that.
Yeah.
So it's like people who are authentically themselves, but authentically from the city,
Yeah.
and the bar is very fucking high. Like, I
Yes,
don't know
sir.
if there's anybody in the city who could rap with me and him.
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like that's what I try to embody, and I try to surround myself with artists or people in general who are just authentic to themselves, you know. So I'm from Toronto.
Yeah.
And they hear it. You should hear it in my
Yeah.
music, right?
Yeah, I
should
even see the tattoo as well. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I should be. You know what I mean? So yeah.
That's it.
Going off that as well, what you're saying, like the people around you, we wanted to, of course, ask you about like your community, like the Mandem or even like the squad. So how do you feel like the squad impacts your career and then even your personal life as well?
I see what you did there still.
Yes, That's tough, right?
But you're saying like how does the people who I surround myself with or where I'm from influence me?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like the same way, like I don't know, just I wouldn't necessarily say that everyone is subjected to be a product of their environment, but like to an extent, yeah, because especially if you're gonna, like I said, be authentic to yourself.
Right.
So I feel like I feel like Drake is probably the only artist that's mainstream that I could think of who intentionally tries to capture Toronto or the essence of the city or places in the city or the culture in his music. And I feel like we need more of that because people outside the city, people from the city try to make music to be relatable for people outside of the city, as opposed to talking about what's going on in here, right? So how else would the city get its name, or how else would people from outside know what's going on here if you're not talking about what's going on in here?
Yes, sir.
For real.
From the eyes of somebody who's actually here. You know what I mean? So that's what I feel like.
One thing I learned about Wave is this guy does everything. Like, so this is a big switching gears, but Wave, tell me about like meditation, and how meditating and kind of like that self-discovery. How did you discover your love or your talent with herbs?
So with herbs, so with meditation first, like I discovered that like by accident for real. Like when I used to hoop in the States on scholarship, I was just super tense. And like I was just like, yo, let me just like stretch. And like, you know, like I used to smoke at the time. I used to smoke weed and then go stretch. And then I would just be so into the stretch, holding it for beer long. And I would just be there for like 15, 20 minutes and then enter like a meditative state type of thing. And I'd be like, Then I would see little things happening as I did that like every day. Like life was like slow motion for me, or like I was in my flow state more, and I'm getting more ideas, more calm. The emotions that I had are releasing, or I'm holding the stretch and I'm stretching my lower back, for example, and then I'm feeling some emotion come out of me or come through me. I'm like, why do I feel this random emotion?
Yeah.
So just by doing just going into self, you find discovery. And I was just learning more and more and more. And I had these downloads and these things I already just knew were things because I just knew it, but I didn't have the tangible like experience to be like, okay, yeah, this is what it is, it's facts, it's true, to confirm it. So as I kept doing that, shit just kept happening. And then I discovered I was meditating. I didn't know what it was until I learned what it was.
Right.
And then that's how I came into that. But when it comes to the herb thing, like I'm Jamaican, so it's like that's just in culture, right? My grandpa's a herbalist or a bushman. Like, you know, I used to go into the bush with my grandpa when I was a youth and I was in Jamaica. And I'd go down there and like take the machete and just like chopping down things. You know, you see guys just going in the bush just chopping down things. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get my thing in here. Walk into the bush, just chopping down my grandpa's planting tree. And I started beating. Where you at, boy? I'm gonna go to good tree after that. I just started chopping down, but like he would just take me in there and like learn. I would just learn about different herbs and different plants and all that stuff. And like it never really, he planted the seed, no pun intended. But after like I would say 2019, 2020, when like around COVID times, like I was on it myself, but people were getting sick and like they'd seen what I had done for myself, so they'd come to me. 2018, I was like severely depressed at the time, and like doctors were trying to give me pills and shit, and I was like, I'm not doing that, fam. I don't subscribe to that.
Yeah.
So it was like, all right, cool, let me figure out a way to heal myself. This is where it started, heal myself organically. And I formulated like not just a diet and like certain herbs, but a lifestyle plan to get myself out of it, and I did.
Yeah.
I had one friend one time, after that, text me. He was like, yo, give me 3 reasons why I shouldn't kill myself right now. I was like, fuck stereo, I'm coming right now. Came to the man, boom, bucked him in the hood, and sat in the car with this guy and talked to him for like, fuck till the song came up. While everything else gone in. And it ended with me being like, yo fam, all the change I have in my pocket right now, just take it, get this, checking in with me every single day. We're gonna get you through this, you know what I mean? So we did that, and then he got through it. But like, I've healed people from depression with herbs, with just like lifestyle as well, but primarily with herbs. So yeah, that's kind of like the story of how I got into it. After a while, it was just people were just like, yo, start a business. And I was like, yeah, I plan to, but like, I be doing, you already know me, fam, I be doing everything. I'm doing everything, fam. So it's like, all right, cool, let me add this thing to the list now. So yeah, it's in the rebranding stage right now, but people still shop with me and do what they know, but yeah.
No, that's powerful, bro.
Very
powerful. I wanted to ask, with the music now, I know you were mentioning something with Trey Mission. Can we expect that this year, or is that a little?
Honestly, fam, I can't even tell you, to be honest. Right now, it's just, I'm in a weird little music situation I'm trying to figure my way out of. So once that's sorted out, we'll see how the music pans out. But for now, the vault is heavy. Just know that the vault is serious.
It's very heavy.
It's very, very,
I've heard
very
some
serious.
tracks.
Trust me, dog. The vault is serious and the bar is very high, so you niggas should be very fucking afraid. I'm telling you that. But on a different note, like, expect some good fucking music coming out from me out the city. So in the next little while, hopefully, but it's there.
Yes, sir. Okay. So even, let me switch gears a little bit. If you don't know, this guy is a Toronto legend, right? And he probably had one of top 2 Toronto anthems and heaters in this city. What if you guys know the song Side Bag? So Side Bag, yellow. But when that song came out, that was a real moment in the city. For all the mans who heard it, like if you were outside when Side Bag dropped, you were outside.
You couldn't go anywhere and not hear that.
That's
song,
what I'm saying, right?
It's crazy.
But how was that moment for you? Like hearing your song like everywhere, man. Like it became probably a staple in Toronto.
Honestly, fam, like when I made this story of how I made the song, I can't even say it here. Like not the story of how I made it, but like how the hook came about. I can't even say it on the podcast, but it was a crazy story how I got the hook, because it was something that actually was like happening. But then I was like, yo, I'm gonna save this for a hook. And then this is like Godflow, this is me and Godflow grew up playing ball together. So Godflow was like producing and shit. And like Godflow wasn't taking Wave Montega serious. He was on the thing like, if I'm working with these guys over here, like just just loud the thing, fam, like do your thing. I'm like, yo fam, trust me, my nigga, just give me a beat. And I will show you why you need to work with me, fam. Take me serious. He's like, all right, fam, done. Came to the crib. You already know Godflow. So I was doing some wizardry and witchcraft, and Obi on the freaking keyboard, and came up with the beat, and everyone was like, holy shit, like this guy's different. He just walked out and clapped, fam. I'm like, all right, don't say a word. I'm gonna give you a song, and you're gonna fuck with it. So it happened to be Side Bag, and then I had it for like maybe a year before I dropped it.
Okay.
And then dropped it, and then fam, the shit just like, fam, I don't even know, broski. The shit was just so organic. Like everybody, like my whole neighborhood was behind the thing, and then that just kind of pushed it. And then once it got to like once it started, like fam, you like everybody was posting that shit at the same time, and it was just like you can't like every single post on Instagram you scroll, you're seeing it. Then 6 Buzz and all these other pages started posting it, and then they were just like, it was just going off, and then boom, like my phone just tweaking. I had to turn that off. Friggin' fam, there's even times like one time I was like, I'm getting calls everywhere. Yo, I hear a song everywhere. I walked on Queen Street one time, and like 7 cars passed me in a span of like 3 minutes, and they were all bumping side by. Crazy. I'm in traffic one time. This is around the same time. I'm in traffic. I'm driving. You cuts me off. I have road rage stuff. So I'm like, yo, the fuck's calling? I put the window down. He puts his window down. He's bumping side bag.
Oh, no way. That's crazy.
What do you think? One time I was washing dishes, and then I heard side bag pull up to the stop sign, and I was like, yo, like, people are like every day. People are sending me videos in the club. Like clubs are rinsing it. Like fam, like people don't even know me for anything but that's the side bag guy. Even to this day, people be like, oh yeah, that song, like, or like, you know, you have a hit song when it's like people think that's your first song. Type shit. Like everyone thinks that's my first song. I had like 4 before that. So, like it was a good feeling still, but yeah, it's like a cemented time in the city. Like a man all said that was his wedding song.
No way.
So God, a man told me he played that at his wedding. They had it wheeling at the wedding, like real shit. So it's good to like have like a place in as like, or have a song that's like a Toronto classic, you know? Yeah.
Shout out to you, bro.
For sure. I think that if I had like a team or like I had any kind of knowledge about the industry, like the song would have been way bigger than it was, which is even like, you know, crazy. But yeah, that was just off of, there was no promotion, there was no nothing. It's organic, people fucking with it in the city, you know what I mean? So yeah. And I don't know who was doing drill before I was doing drill in the city, just so you know. So we're setting pace, you know what I mean? We're gonna talk about it.
And then just to round it up as well, I wanted to ask you, what was 3 things you would say that you want people to know about Wave?
How would you ask me that question? Can't ask me that question, fam. 3 things that I want people to know about me? Fuck, bro.
How about 1 thing?
1 thing? That's even worse. Give me, like, ask me a different question. That's more like in what sense? Just as a person?
Just
like,
as a person, yeah.
Fuck, bro. I'm a paradox, bro. I make no sense, but I make sense. Like, if you know me, I make sense. If you don't know me, you'll probably look up from the outside in and be like, yo, this guy, I can't understand this guy. Like, he just does everything. Like, I don't know, bro. I'm just myself. I'm authentically myself. That's 1 thing. 2, I don't give a fuck about what no one thinks about me. So it ties into the first one. Like, I really don't care. I'm gonna do me, and I inspire people to be themselves authentically too. So when people look at me, doing what I want to do and not caring about what anybody else thinks, it kind of makes them feel like, let me do it too. Like, so I pride myself on that. 3, and people say I'm funny. I don't know. Fuck, maybe I'm funny. But yeah, bro. I guess those are 3 things.
Yeah, no, you said it perfectly. So that's all I wanted to hear. So,
Actually, one more question. I guess this is kind of along with self-discovery, and you kind of said it a little bit, but Paradox, you have a brand called Paradox. What can you tell us about Paradox and how that started?
How it started, how most things start for me is just me doing me. Like even with my herb business, the herb dealer, my business is called the herb dealer. So if you hear me talk about that, that's what that is. That started because I just, that's my lifestyle. Like I'm an herbalist. I use it on myself or for myself or for my family or loved ones, whatever, my dogs, whatever. So by proxy, a business came out of it. Or for Paradox now, Paradox is an aesthetic brand. It's an aesthetic brand. It's about the importance of the aesthetics of life. Like, why would I have a fucking boring ass spoon when I can have a sick crazy looking spoon with the top of it's like, you know what I mean? Why would I have like a boring ass cup in my crib, or an average regular toothbrush, or a regular pillowcase when the pillowcase can say like eternal rest, which is gonna be what one of the Paradox pillowcases is gonna be like why would I have I don't know, like why does life have to be black and white? Why can't it be colorful? I think the aesthetics of life are what makes things, are what makes it colorful. So Paradox is about, it's not just clothing. It's interior design, like pieces for the home, for the whip. Like I make rugs. I make custom rugs. Like this year, hopefully, I'm gonna start launching the car mat rugs, the custom car mat rugs. Or like I already make like beer people place orders with me for the rugs in the house. You know what I mean? I have beer custom rugs in my crib. So it's like, why would I want a regular idiot rug? I can make whatever I want. I mean, that's so when you come into my space, or you come into my car, or you come into wherever, it feels like Wave Montega. It feels like you. It feels like you. That's what I feel like is important. Like back in the day, like years ago, when you looked at the architecture of the world, like it was more authentic to who built it. Nowadays, everything's so minimalistic and monochromatic, and it's boring. So there's no life in anything. So Paradox is just an aesthetic brand that's trying to bring that back through everything, photography, everything, but just the aesthetics. You know what I mean? So
That's super dope.
That's super dope. All right. Yes, sir. No, Wave, we appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you coming on. Where can the people find you?
Find me on the block. Find me at Wave Montega, Wave Montega, on every blood clot place that you can type in Wave Montega. I'm probably there. Spotify, everything, Apple Music, Instagram, Twitter, friggin' Twitch maybe soon. Friggin', you know, everywhere. Google me. Something. Wave Montega, I'm there.
Yes,
Live.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
and tap into Paradox too. Paradox World on Instagram. Herb Dealer's in a rebrand, but that's coming soon. But tap in with Wave Montega, you'll see everything else that I'm doing.
Yes, sir.
I be doing a lot. Doing a lot.
You're entrepreneur, man.
Yes, sir.
Big entrepreneur.
I'm a hustler.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
Paradox.
It's not just brand, it's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle for real. The aesthetics.
Appreciate you, brother.
Love you guys. Appreciate you guys for having me.
Yes, sir. All right, thank you guys for tapping in with 40S. This is an amazing interview with my guy, Wave Montega. Hopefully you enjoy it.
See you soon.
So,